Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will put total leather and we'll get started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Ohio State's offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys.
There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they knew it wasn't going to be easy against this defense throwing the football, right? They've got a pass rush. This quarterback was going to be under duress. He gets drilled, but he gets his first completion on the opening drive of the game. It's going to look like this the rest of the way.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. This time he's got his man. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide open downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Oh, they're after him! And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Campbell. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's White. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. Just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's got a chance. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if
Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. It's caught downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell this.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Campbell. Catch in the middle, it's White. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Campbell. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be a draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. On the run, it's Howard. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air, it's Campbell. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but... oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get the space and make the big gain.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Campbell. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be... the 17. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit.
Number 34 on to punt it away.
Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give on the inside.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive. Taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. The give out of the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be third and long. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes.
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Maryland! Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for their quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Lets it fly, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down but couldn't do it. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That's caught. It's Rodgers. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's getting it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Number 85.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Here we go. Ready?
Martin back to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's busted. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
RPO complete to open the drive. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Jackson. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Wide open spaces. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Finds his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Pace, 27, jump. Cooler, 18. Cooler, 18.
Wants to go up top. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go.
There he goes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Martin will throw it. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to find his man in the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
At the 13-yard line.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. They'll run for it. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to them.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Martin back to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on second and long from the 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Martin will throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.